Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. Also, welcome to 1.14. So of course, as you guys probably know, if you've already logged in today or if you've just been following the news in general, we have got the Village and Pillage update today. This is Tuesday, the 23rd of April. For those of you who maybe missed out on the dates and that kind of thing. And this is episode 99 of the series, so I figured that today we'll just play around with a few of the new features, a few of the new blocks, a few of the new additions to the game, because of course the World Tour is coming in the next episode, so I don't want to do too much in terms of builds and projects and that type of thing, but I've already had a little play around. I've been playing for about 2 minutes or so now, just looking at the new crafting recipes, and the first thing that I want to do, that I've been waiting for a long time, is to try and craft up some of those brand new lantern blocks, so I guess, or I don't know what they're going to be called, but lanterns is what they look like. So let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and craft one of those up. So for that you need 8 iron nuggets and a torch. Let's just go ahead and craft as many as we can. We've got 10. Let's pop a few down here. Okay, maybe not. They don't attach to walls. Is that something? They attach only from below blocks. Okay, that's fine. We can work our way around that, but they definitely look a lot cooler than any of the light features that we've got at the moment. So I could even go ahead and pop a couple of them up like this in our storage room. That still allows us to access the chests, but also provides a bit of light that these torches would otherwise provide. So this is definitely a much welcomed addition to the game. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and slap a few in straight away. So let's actually remove them from the center of the columns and place them on the right hand side like this. I think that works out well. And then similarly on this side of the build. So we're going to do that. And then we can just start to get rid of a few of these torches, I think, which is exactly what we planned to do once these lanterns came out, was to hopefully inject a bit of a different lighting design into the world. So we've gone ahead and put a few lanterns in already. And I'm already loving this block. This is something I was looking forward to the most out of all of them. So there we go. We've got our lanterns up and running. And of course, our inventory is clogged full of stuff. So let me go ahead and get rid of some of that. And we can come back and, I guess, play around with a few of the new features. Something like crossbows might be interesting to look at. So give me a chance to, as I say, get rid of a few things here. Smelt up some of the iron. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. And as you can see, nice and clean inventory, bar the lanterns. I wanted to keep a few of those on us, though, because, of course, we are exploring the new blocks today. And another thing that I've noticed is look at the dark oak texture now. I think this is actually really cool. So it's a bit softer now, and if we come upstairs as well, I'm sure that this has changed the center of the wood. So you've got the bark on the outside, of course, and then the center of the wood here, which I think looks a bit different. I can't exactly remember, but something tells me, my instincts tell me that it's changed. So someone let me know if it has or not, but the texture itself definitely has, and I really like it. It's a lot smoother, a lot less out there. It blends in with the gray blocks a lot nicer in my opinion. So moving on, we've made a slight change down here in small storage. So as you can see, all of the lanterns are actually opposite each other now, nice and symmetrical. And what we've done is just move the signs from the left hand side to the right so that everything matches up on either side, because I didn't want lanterns to be on the right here and the right here so that we've got one diagonal from the other. I wanted them to be on the same side, nice and symmetrical, as we like to keep things in our world, of course. So that's one change that we made, nothing too significant. Anyway, let's check out how we make the crossbow. So for this, we're going to need an iron ingot, 2 string, 3 sticks, and a tripwire hook. And I don't even know how to make a tripwire hook. I don't think I've ever made one, to be honest. Tripwire hook is ingot, stick, and plank. Okay. Or have I made one? We haven't got one in here, have we? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we've got a few iron nuggets as well, which I'm going to relocate over here. We've got our iron nuggets right there. So I think we need 2 of these, right? We need a stick and some planks. Any plank will do, I believe. So that one will do there. That will allow us to make the hook. So let's make that straight away. Tripwire hook. There we go. Perfect. And then we need a couple of string, which we should have in huge quantities by now. Perfect. And then finally, we can go ahead and create ourselves the crossbow. So there we go. Crossbow is created. Of course, we do need arrows for this. So again, let's grab some of those. We do have a lot of those with us. Let's load this thing up. Alright, can we find anything around here to fire it at? That will be a good way to start this out, I guess. So this is just typical, right? We come over to this part of the base, the carrot farm and enchanting area, because there's usually mobs hanging around up in the rafters up there. But of course, the first time that we actually come here wanting them to spawn, they don't spawn, which is just perfect for us, of course. Anyway, I did a harvest of the carrot farm so that we can try and replant the top segment, which is kind of a side note anyway, because of course today we are focusing on other things. So I thought, why not? Oops, I just fired the crossbow by accident and we got ourselves a achievement, Old Betsy. How do we look at that? Let's go to our achievements. Where is that going to be? It's right there. Old Betsy, shoot a crossbow, give a pillager a taste of their own medicine, kill 2 phantoms with a piercing arrow. Okay, so that's quite a tough advancement, I guess. Not that we're focusing on them at all. Anyway, let's see if we can get an enchantment on this thing. So 3 lapis, pop it in there, pop it in there. Piercing 4, so I'm assuming that just... As described by the advancement there, I'm assuming this just allows you to shoot through multiple mobs at once. So I think then what we'll do is we'll go outside, wait for nighttime to occur, and that should probably be our best chance to sort of have a live action shooting range. Before we do that though, I probably will go ahead and replant our carrot farm here. Okay guys, so inadvertently I've actually discovered something else that I believe has been added in the 1.14 update. I can't remember this happening before, but if I just go quiet for a second and keep planting... Do you guys hear that? As I plant the crops, there is actually a sound now to indicate that they actually, of course, are going into the ground, which is kind of cool, I guess, and something that, whoops, I didn't expect to find out today, but there you have it. Okay, so no kidding, guys. I've been waiting up here for nighttime to begin, and look what just spawned in the area. So I guess this is our first ever raid. I'm not sure if they're attacking this village or what they're attacking, but let's fire our crossbow down there and see what happens. Okay, that was a terrible aim. And that was terrible aim as well. There we go. See the what's the effect called? It's called Piercing 4. It went through a couple of the pillagers there. So let's try and get a bit closer because my aim is horrendous here. There we go. Got another shot in. These guys are getting pretty angry, it looks like. But as long as we stay a good distance away, we should be able to... There we go. Got myself the Who's the Pillager Now achievement. See if we can take the rest of these guys out. He's down. Good, good, good. Only a couple more to go now. Or 3 more, I should say. But I can't believe that this just spawned off the bat. That's so weird. I don't know how common they are or how rare they are, but we've got one. We've got a Pillager Raid. So let's take it out here. And I guess we don't need to wait for nighttime anymore. And I just got another advancement, which I will look at in a second. Okay, there we go. So advancements. Let's see if this one's on there. Voluntary exile. Kill a raid captain. Maybe consider staying away from villages for the time being. Okay, so I guess now I've got the debuff that causes the raids to come in. Bad omen. So if we go over to the village, we might actually be able to start a raid, which would be interesting to see. So we've got that ominous banner. It's got the orange text, so I assume that means it's a rare item. I think that's what the orange text means, right? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll go with that. So if we hang around near the village, let's just see if we get the any sort of raid incoming. And if we do, I'll bring you guys right back in and we can, I guess, fight through it and see what happens. Okay, guys, I've been hanging around the villages for a while now and nothing has happened. So I'm not sure really what the deal is there. Possibly because these villages maybe aren't actually counted as villages right now. But I just thought I'd bring you guys back in, to show you this. This is so weird. So you would figure that maybe Mojang would have done something about the offhand item disappearing when you have a crossbow in your hands, because this looks kind of stupid, right? I've got a fish in my left hand, but I'm also using it to kind of wield the crossbow with both hands, so it does look a little bit strange, but we're going to ignore that for now. Anyway, I wanted to point out as well that our villager farm seems to be really, really active at the moment. And you can see we're actually getting a few of the new villagers. So right there, that hat indicates a new villager, I think. So do these goggles here. Let's see if we can see anything else. I saw one with a monocle on somewhere, but I've lost him now. But as you can see, we do have a couple of new villagers hanging around. So I guess either they somehow got jobs and changed from 1.13 villagers to 1.14, or they have been bred since the update, which seems more feasible in my opinion. But I'm not sure how that's working because, of course, I think villagers now have to have a workstation and a bed or something like that to function. So we'll figure that out eventually, but at the moment it does seem like this is still actually going ahead and working out for us. So let's take one more fly past the village over here just to see if we can cause anything to happen, because I would like to see a raid today and show you guys a raid, but if we can't get one to occur, that's fine. We might actually have to go and locate ourselves a brand new village somewhere else that will actually spawn in the raids without issues. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get much action in terms of raids today, unfortunately. Alright guys, back down in small storage. We're just going to get rid of the ominous banner for now, I think, pop it in there. But that's our very first 1.14 item that we've looted from a mob, I guess. So sort of a milestone in the world, I suppose. Anyway, I think what we want to do next is take a look at the new smelting options. So I don't know where we'll find them. Maybe in here. Smithing table, stone cutter, furnace. Of course, we might look at those later on, but we're not interested right now. We want to craft ourselves the... Is it called the blast furnace? Furnace. Let's see if we take a furnace out or craft a furnace, if it's going to give us the new recipes, because at the moment I'm not seeing them unless it's just something that isn't so obvious that I'm missing. Okay, there we go. It gave us some new recipes, which is what I was hoping for. Okay, so we got the smoker, which is for food, I believe. And then we should have something else. Or am I going crazy here? I'm pretty sure there should be a furnace type that allows you to smelt the ingots quicker. Or am I just missing out on that? Alright, I'm going to have to go and check the recipe out for this. Then I guess we'll come back, and if I can find it out, we'll build some so that we can replace the furnaces over in the smelting area back there. Based on what I can see, we are needing to smelt up some stone and pop that down in this recipe here. So let's do that. So we've got our smooth stone. Again, this is another really cool block, actually. It's like the stone slabs, except it's an entire block, so you don't have that gap in the middle. So I really, really like that as well. We'll definitely be making use of that at some point. So we pop those in, and pop that guy in. That should give us the blast furnace. Let's see what the interface looks like. So it's exactly the same, except it says blast furnace at the top rather than furnace. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to say to hell with these furnaces, craft up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. So we need 13 more blast furnaces. We're just going to go ahead and replace them because we never really cook anything up in here besides stone and ores. So we're not really looking for efficiency in the way of food, so I think applying 14 blast furnaces wouldn't make much difference to us. So as I said, I'm going to craft 13 of those guys up, bring them back over here, and we're going to install our new furnaces into our furnace array. Okay, so we're crafting up a buttload of smooth stone here, as well as getting the materials together required for the blast furnaces. So we've got our furnaces there, and we should be able to just slot that in like that. So there we go, and then pop those along the bottom, and we've got ourselves 14 blast furnaces. So once all of the stone here is cooked, we'll go ahead and install those. But for now, what did I just do? Oh, okay, I thought I moved something, but maybe I didn't. Anyway, for now, we're just going to be, of course, harvesting up the smooth stone that we are going ahead and crafting up. And as I said, I really like this block. So this could easily go in and replace a few of the textures in this design. I think it'll give it that bit of extra color, because this gray is a little bit lighter than what we've got here. As you can see, it's quite close to some of the textures in the andesite. Like this color here and this color here is quite similar. But yeah, I think that's definitely going to work, and it's a block that I really do like. So I think later on in the episode we will go ahead and explore a few of the other textures and the new blocks, namely the stairs, that type of thing, the new stairs, the new slabs. But for now, we're going to be working on changing this up. So let's go ahead and knock all of these guys out. Hopefully our coal just makes its way down into there. It should do, I think. And then we just want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then our coal should hopefully just make its way down into there, as I said. And then finally we can knock all of these guys out. And pop in 7 more blast furnaces. Not there. That is not the correct placement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally 7. So altogether that is 14 blast furnaces, and you would have figured that maybe I would have thought about this beforehand and actually use the furnaces from this area to craft these, but sometimes I just don't think that far in advance. But not only does this give us extra efficiency when cooking up ores, this just looks so much cooler in my opinion. The blast furnace texture is really nice. So we've got the blast furnaces in place. Every time now we bring some ore over to this area, it should smelt really at the click of our fingers. That's how quick it should be. Of course, it won't actually be click of the fingers quick, disclaimer there, but it should feel like that compared to what we've been working with so far. So I'm going to just tidy up here, make sure all of the coal filters back into the system, and we're going to go and check out a few of the other function blocks in this update and just see what we can do with a few of the new blocks and textures, that kind of thing. So I'll be right back. Perhaps I was wrong, you guys. Perhaps the villagers actually do update on their own, because as you can see, all of our trading villagers over here have actually got updated textures on them. And you can see Gemma just out there doing what she does best, annoying the hell out of me. I'm kidding, I can't really hear her at the moment, which is good. But I think I found a bug as well. So if you are hungry and you right click a villager, it actually treats it as though you're holding the right click button and you begin to eat, as you can see in the background. So I'm not actually holding the button down, it's doing that for me. But the new trading interface is really cool. So what have we got here? We've still got the mending book for 12 emeralds. And we can get, I guess we can also buy other things as well. Let me back out and come back in. Okay, villagers restock up to 2 times per day. I guess though villagers, or I believe that villagers actually need their workstation to restock if you do trade with them. So I should be able to trade with him until he runs out, and then we might be screwed. So we're going to have to do something about that. But we're done fixing everything over here. We've filtered a bit more coal into the system, of course, to allow us to further our smelting plans over there. So let's go ahead and drop a few things off here. We can get rid of those, and finally our iron can go back where it belongs. 1, 2. Let's just craft up one more block, and then I think we'll look into some of the other function blocks, which include the sawmill, I was going to say, but I don't think it's a sawmill, is there? They include things like, we're in the wrong area here. They include the smoker, the smithing table, the campfire, of course, is there. The stone cutter's there. So we'll craft a few of those up and just check them out, I guess, and see what they can do. Okay, we're going to start with the stone cutter, because that's one of the ones that is most important to me, at least. So let's grab some stone. I think we need 3 like that. So 3 stone and 1 iron ingot. Let's get that crafted up. So 1, 2, 3, and then the ingot gives you the stone cutter. So let's place this thing down. And it's actually got a nice animation. It doesn't damage you standing on top of it, which is a bit of a shame, I guess, but not a big deal. So we can pop a block in here, and I guess we get options right there. So let's take a look. We've got some polished andesite. I think there's new block types for this. So we can now produce stairs, and we can produce slabs. So for 1 block we get 1 stair, I guess, and then for 1 block we get 2 slabs. So I guess that's kind of cool, and the functionality is definitely there. Let's check out some other things that we can make. So I think normal andesite also gives us a few block types. Okay, so you can actually create polished from this. So that's now a 1-to-1 trade, which is cool. You can even go straight to polished stairs and slabs. You can create some nice andesite walls. So let's grab a few of those, check those out, I think. Then you got the stairs and the slabs. Oh, right. So we've got a lot of new blocks to work with. This is really cool. So let's pop this down and take a look at some of these textures. So we've got the wall block here. Not too bad, I guess. Could be usable. We got the stairs, definitely usable. And then we got the slab as well, which again, I mean, all of these blocks can be used in certain situations. There's no doubt about that. So let's check out the polished variants. We've got the polished block, polished stairs, and polished slabs. Again, these are really, really usable blocks. Very nice texture. The polished andesite is one of the best, I would say. Out of the 3, of course, variant stone types, the andesite, the diorite, and the granite. So definitely usable blocks once again. So let's just pop those back in there. We got a few blocks that are going to take up a little bit of space now, but that is totally fine. And get rid of this guy. We are going to keep it, but we're not going to leave it there, of course. Let's take a look at some of the other blocks in there. So we've also got a smithing table, which we're going to craft. So we need 4 planks. 4 planks like this, and then you need 2 ingots on top. And I have to say, I don't really know what the smithing table does. So we're gonna be checking that out together right now. Let's pop it down. Doesn't seem to do anything. I guess that might be a villager mechanism then, maybe. And damn, this thing is hard to break. Oh, maybe it's considered wood. Let's just check that out. So if we use the axe, yes, it's considered wooden. Okay, that's fine. I guess that's for the villagers then. Is there anything that we can actually use ourselves besides the saw, besides the stone cutter? I'm not sure if there is. So the smoker we can, and the campfire we can. Actually, yeah, why don't we check out a campfire for ourselves? We're gonna need 3 sticks, coal, and some logs. So the logs, 1, 2, 3. We got the sticks there, so we just need a piece of coal, and we should be good to go. Perfect. Okay, let's see this thing. Campfire. Let's pop it down here. So it gives off that smoke, of course, and I think this can be controlled by a redstone signal. I thought I saw that somewhere, but I could be wrong. Let's go test that out for ourselves, just so that we can have a definitive answer. Got a lever, that'll work. So we'll just power the what is it called? Campfire. Just see if that does anything. Doesn't look like it. Let's try running redstone into it. Maybe that might change things up slightly. Let's grab a bit of that, see what that can do. But there must be a way to turn the smoke off, or at least stop it. Okay, that does nothing as well. So I guess that actually maybe the smoke doesn't turn off. You'd have to block it with a block or something like that. But I think the campfire is... how do you cook with it? Do you just grab the raw material and place it right on there? So we've got some raw cod. Aha, there you go. So I guess it can cook 4 things at a time. I don't know when you know if it's done or not. It might just pop off. I think we'll just experiment here for a second. So I'm going to go and put back some of the redstone equipment because, of course, we don't need that anymore. So let's put back our redstone and the lever here. And let's just see what happens with this campfire. Do the items pop off when they're done? Do you have to right-click them? So far, it doesn't look like anything's happening. So I'm not entirely... Okay, there we go. So they start to pop off once they're cooked. Okay, that's quite cool. We're not going to be using it, most likely, but it works as a light source, I guess, and the smoke could be useful for some builds, but we probably won't be using it all that often. Anyway, is there anything else that we can look at here? So the smoker is just a furnace variant that cooks food faster, I believe. How about a barrel? Let's check out a barrel and see what they do, because I don't know what they do. I haven't looked. So let's do that. Take a couple of those. That should allow us to craft one of those guys. Okay, so it's 3, 3, and then 1 and 2. That gives you the barrel. So is this an inventory? Okay, yeah, this is an inventory block. Nice. So I guess the difference between this and a chest is that you can open this even if there are other blocks on top of it. So let's just give that a test. That is not what I wanted. Come on, Hocus, focus. Hocus needs to focus. There we go. So yeah, even with blocks on top, you can access it. Of course, it's only the size of a single chest, but I quite like that, and it's definitely going to be easier to incorporate into designs than a chest maybe as well. So yeah, it's a pretty cool addition as well. We'll just pop that one away as well. So we've got all the new blocks lining up, no uses for them as of yet, but of course, the stone cutter is something we need to find a permanent home for, because that definitely will be useful to us in the future with builds and that type of thing. So we'll get that set up somewhere, not sure where, but we will get it set up. Ooh, you guys, so as you can see, chunks are having a very tough time loading in here. So I've been out and about trying to find a new village. Unfortunately, I couldn't locate one. We are back at base right now, if you were wondering. But yeah, I just wanted to bring this to your attention because this is kind of sketchy. See, sometimes things aren't even loading that are right in front of me. But that's only when I'm flying around. Usually when you are stationary, things are okay. Or running, of course, things can keep up. But at the moment, the game seems to be having a bit of an issue with loading chunks as you fly. But I'm going to try and take the skeleton out here. Where is he? Or his friend, the zombie, can maybe take a few arrows for him. Nice. Yeah, I really like the crossbow, actually. It takes a while to load, which I guess you could say is... one of the drawbacks. But nice joke there. But anyway, I think that is where we're going to wrap things up for today, you guys. So I really hope that you enjoyed exploring the 1.14 features with me. It's cool that we've got this update now, of course, and I will be doing a lot more stuff focusing around the new additions to the game. I'm sure of that. And by the way, has the spawning or generation changed for underwater ruins and stuff? Because I grabbed a load of stuff out of there. It's not actually anything interesting, but I did manage to grab a few things, so that was another side note as well. But anyway, we are wrapping the video up here, so if you did enjoy it, then drop a like down below. That would be much appreciated. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments, any feedback, anything you want to say in general, pop that down in the comment section below and I'll be sure to get back to you on that. And if you're new around here or haven't subscribed yet, then be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned to this video, this series. The next episode, by the way, is going to be a world tour and world download, so that's going to be a cool one, so definitely stay tuned for that. And of course, any other series I decide to upload to the channel. So once again, you guys, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and watch my video. I really do appreciate having you here, and I'm very grateful for all of those of you who watch, like, comment, subscribe, that kind of thing. Make sure to take care of yourselves, make sure to take care of your families, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.